dread it, run from it. In the end, the red candles come all the same. Felt like a good time to bring out the Thanos helmet. You ever get tired of being part of the meme where you bought the dip, but it keeps dipping? Get tired of hearing, "Get wrecked, noob," and your account goes down? Maybe you're new to trading. Maybe you just don't like getting wrecked. Today, I'm going to teach you how to buy the dip. The actual dip. A couple things to look for. A couple things to take into consideration. Because a lot of you guys, you're not buying the dip. You're buying a downtrend. And sometimes there's not a support. Support's the floor. Zero. I'm going to show you guys on a couple stocks, actually. But we're going to switch into the charts here. Start with the blank screen. And show some things, right? Because, so let's be honest. Right now, at the time I'm recording this, well, doesn't look like we're listening to the Feds anymore. Powell's coming out and just saying everything he can to say, hey, this is not inflation. But the charts are saying something else, like, hey, this may be inflation, but it's inflation compared to last year, which didn't really set the bar very high. Let's be, being honest, last year, this time last year, the bar was on the floor. It didn't take much. You just had to just stand up. You're right over it. So I think there's a lot of panic. It's throwing off some mixed signals. Some things are just trending down. Some things are getting choppy. You're just getting slapped left, right, and center. And yeah, things are just getting crazy, and especially your emotions. And when things sell off, it's more important than ever to just not be emotional, because that's where you get wrecked, noob. So let's not get wrecked. Let's jump into a fresh chart right here. Forget about everything. Here's what most of you guys are buying. Here's what's going on. That's what's going on. And you just keep saying over and over again, buy the dip. And you keep buying the dip. You bought it right there. You bought the dip right there. You bought it again right here. At this point, you're probably on Discord saying, where's the dip? Why did I keep buying? Why did you buy? You know, there's a bunch of stuff going on right here. I saw a lot of comments today, like in multiple streams. You guys are freaking out. And one common thing was, I bought the dip. I kept hearing it. Buy the effing dip. Buy the effing dip. And to be clear, I think you should buy the effing dip. Yeah, buy it up. It's the best time to buy because it's at the bottom. But you guys don't know what the dip is. So we're going to bring on this video. Let me show you guys what the dip is. Before we get into the obvious, here's what buying the dip is. Why does that not? This is annoying. The update, it's just ridiculous. Let's give it a nice little green. Let's go green again. And boom. Now, that is the dip. You know what? Let's just make it official. That's the dip. Okay? That's buying the dip. We are in a very clear uptrend. Things are looking good. We're making higher highs. We're making higher lows. That is a trend up. The uptrend. Buying the dip on the uptrend. You can draw that right across right there. Old resistance, new support, chalk up to whatever you want. There's going to be a certain level of speculation right here. But at least you have the trend in your favor. The trend is your friend. Whether it's a trend line, there's EMAs. I'm looking at the overall candles. There's a lot of green. There's a few red. There's some more green and just a few more red candles right there. And at that point, we're speculating. Here we're going to buy the dip. What you guys are buying. Whoa, that was ridiculous. I'm not sure what that was. A new trick I didn't know. I'll draw up here again, just so you guys understand the difference. That's what you guys bought. Sells off. You bought the effing dip. Go you. You did good. just like what they taught you. You found it on YouTube, there you go. It was green for a second, enough to get your emotions hyped and you thinking you made the right play. You doubled down, it made sense, you saw some green candles. Sometimes this annoys me. And then it continues to trend down. So what do? Again, you bought the dip, you bought the dip, you bought the dip. Oh, please don't go any lower. I don't have any more, but I'm gonna buy a little more anyway. And it sells off. Right here, you're in full-blown panic mode. You're not sleeping at night. You might have blown your account by now. If you don't have proper risk management, you are getting screwed. So, buying the dip is in a clear uptrend. When there's panic or momentum, like I've been saying in my previous videos, guys, just at the time of recording, I'm trying to make this like an evergreen, like you can watch this anytime, but as of right now, there's a lot of buying the dip and getting made fun of for buying the dip, because it's just not smart. When you see that panic, that's what's going on. Like, yeah, there was a couple spots you could buy the dip, but until things turn around, all you're buying is a downtrend. We're just trending down just fine. My last point before I show you guys a couple comparisons real quick. We're selling off. Okay, we're clearly doing this number right here. And it's red. Okay, red. We already know you've bought the dip, you bought the dip. I'm in puts, and you know, today I did a lot of trades today, but wasn't that bad. I'm on the put side because more red candles than green. I'm not fighting the trend because it's my friend. Right now, we don't get along very well. The trend is my friend. You've bought it all. Now, you might have your strategy. You're going to have your way of doing things. And, you know, so my way will be like, you know, I'm going to speculate right there. That's where I think we're going to bounce. So I'll set that. And you'll see people like me buying the dip. Bright red candles, bought the dip. Now, my strategy is I get that dip and I get out if it breaks right there. That's where we are. We're out. It breaks that. Cool. I thought that was going to be it. I had reason to. I got out. No, I'm going to bag hold and add on. Now, if it doesn't hit that level, here's the one thing you guys should look out for. Find these levels. I'd make sure that they're decent. But you know what? You're not saying everyone's got a price. There's a price every one of these stocks has. And it's likely the floor. Unless we're making all-time lows, which I'm going to show you an example of that. Because it's a high conviction trade for a lot of people. And even I like the particular ticker. But right now, it's going to be a great example. So right now, you're thinking, that's the price. At that price, I don't care. I'm buying it. That's the price. The rain or shine event, that's where it's at. But it turns around. Okay? Once we complete this, we push up. Okay? We're green, but you're smarter than that. You've watched this video. You've learned how to trade now. This happens. Okay? But something interesting happens here. I hate to have to reset this every time. Trading view, come on. And what's this? I don't get to pick my color anymore? Stupid. Let's mainly do it after I draw. It's not very appealing. We made that too far. Right there. Okay, you got that down. We're making lower highs. Sure, maybe you even jumped on the short train right here. But hopefully you're trailing it down. You might have just tagged out. And you noticed that looks very familiar. I see Don do this a lot in his charts where he stretches it over and says, bear flag or reversal. What did we just make? We might speculate that that's a higher low. Maybe the markets are turning around. The market sentiment turning around. We're not feeling quite the panic anymore. At that point, at this point, when we're right here, we're making a bear flag. A bear flag higher than this low right here. Higher low. There are two people in this trade. The bears with a bear flag. And the bulls thinking higher low. Here comes the reversal. At this point right here, you can buy the dip. You can call that a dip. You're going to buy it right there. There's the bear flag. If it breaks that, that is the bear flag playing out. Your stop should be right there. That's how you buy the dip. Okay? It is not anywhere in this at all. It is not right here because you finally saw a green candle and, oh my gosh, like some of you guys are out here, you're doing this. You're thinking we're right here. You see a green candle and you automatically assume this is the next move right here. You are so worried that that thing is going to do a vertical takeoff. Blast right through everything, blast through all-time highs like they were nothing, and leave that behind like yesterday's news. Is that possible? Sure. Likely? Come on. And is the juice worth the squeeze? You're going to start putting your money on all that, I guarantee you're going to lose 99% of the time. There's going to be that one ticker that goes crazy, and you're going to think, oh man, I can't wait to lose 1,000,000 times more thinking that'll ever happen again. So, take a look at this. Notice I did not talk about numbers. I did not talk about time. I don't care what time frame you're on. I don't care what price it is. I don't care what percentage move it did because I don't care about that. It doesn't matter. Every stock moves in its own price, has its own fluctuations. There's a daily average range. You know, they're going to probably stay true to that. Characteristically, they'll keep the same characteristics. If that makes sense. So, look at your trading. Are you this guy right here? Because everyone takes red trades. You know, I got in some trouble. Like I got some red trades. We went on a trend down. I got a little excited. I bought the dip. But today I'm in bear mode. Ask my mentorship chat. It's March 4th. I told them today, call me Winnie the Pooh until the bulls show up. That was this morning. Yesterday I said if we're green today, start closing your positions. That was last night because I recognized the trend down. Today we were a little bit green, got a little bit of a push up. I told the chat, before Powell comes on, put your stops in the green. Now, I speculated and grabbed some puts and the market sold off because I was just going with the trend. Ask yourself, are you an investor or a trader? Because there's two different lanes. I'm a trader. I go where the movement's at. I don't care if it's up or down. Pick one. Some guys were just blown away that I was in puts in Tesla. Right? I don't care. It's 3 or 4 letters up here. It's 3 or 4 letters. There's red candles or green candles. Period. Money's going up or money's going down. I want to go with that flow. Stop trying to go against the current right here. Stop talking about trying to buy the dip every 5 seconds. And when a green candle shows up, calm down. You guys are like, it's happening. It's happening. It's really happening. It's not. It was one tick up. And you guys are losing your mind. You're losing your mind because you're in too deep and you've bought way too many dips. Okay? You're getting mugged. Someone pointed a gun at you and said, give me your wallet. And as he's taking your wallet, about to thank you and help you have a nice day, you remind him you got a phone in your other pocket. You got some jewelry too. Okay? You're just throwing away money that doesn't need to be given away at this point. So, take this for what it is. That's the buy and the dip. There is the price that you're going to buy, rain or shine event. Like, I can understand that dip buy, but the stop's right below it. And then there's the higher low. Okay, it didn't get to my price, but we are making a higher low. That's where the speculation part comes in. Because you know what this could be right here? This just could be a, let's just make it blue. Right, that could be a lower high. We make a pennant pattern. Right, one of these, and then it breaks to the downside. It was just a giant bear pennant. You know, it could just squeeze out. It can make higher lows. It could just make, you know, that higher low, but come right down as a bear flag. There's 1,000,002 ways that can play out. But the person who wins the most, loses the less, is the one with risk management that stops out. You take the hit, part your ways. Nothing will feel better than closing that red position and watching the stock sell off. This morning, okay, I even, like I said, I told the chat yesterday, if we push up, start closing positions. We spiked up. I grabbed some puts real quick. I was grabbing some puts for that quick little spike morning manipulation style, and I didn't even have time to sell off some of my positions, start moving stops up. Those puts came down. I was in the middle of trailing those. But what feels good is closing those and watching that candle get even more red. That's just the same as a green trade because you could have still been in that. Like you'll feel the exact same way. Like you'll lock in that $100 loss and watch it dive down another $300-400. You'll feel like you won $300-400. It's gonna be an awesome trade. But here's that one last ticker before I end it here. Where's the floor when there is not one? Now, you guys know I work with WeTrade HQ, right? And I've had Fat Man Zoom on here. He goes by Fat Man Zoom. That's an acronym for tickers he trades. There's not a C in it. Maybe he'll change his name. Anyway, he loves this ticker. Okay? And if you guys don't know, if you are new here, all the links are in the description. I'm a mentor on WeTradeHQ.com. I go live every night. I'm in a chat. We talk about this. And also, if you guys want to learn how to trade, you want to buy puts, you want to be able to short the market. Maybe you're on Robinhood and you can't short. Options. I have a full course on that, on how to buy puts, how you can take defined risks, so when it melts off like this, you don't just get completely cut at the knees. But anyway, I say it because this is his highest conviction ticker. He loves this thing. Now, he is more invested in this, okay? If you're investing, why are you worried about the next few days? Like me and Tesla. I have I have a trading account and investing account. My investing account, I don't care. I am buying Tesla now. I am selling Tesla later. That's my trade plan. If it gets cheaper, then I get to buy more. I liked it at $900. I like it even more at $530. And that's a real example right now as the time I'm recording this. Right? We held that zone today, but this 530 mark, that's where I'm buying it. That's my rain or shine event. But we kind of hold up here at this trend line. Okay, let's keep an eye out. But remember, where are we at right here? We haven't made a higher low. Here's my buyer's rain or shine event. Here's nothing. Here's nothing but thin air, and I'm going to watch it there. Okay, and now it's going to pop up, tag this zone, pull back, make a higher low right here. But we know what the higher low is now. A lot higher conviction on that dip buy. You're going to buy that bright red candle, and you're going to sell your shares to me emotionally at that 530 level, thinking, oh, here comes 400 for some reason. And I'm going to buy your shares and ride the thing right back up. That's my strategy. That's where I like it. But yeah, if 400 comes, I'm going to tag. I'm going to take that hit, and I'm going to buy it at 400 with you guys. But remember, when we get to this trend line, we haven't done anything yet but make a few more red candles. Don't get your panties in a bunch. The only thing we've done is sell off even more. So, to answer the question before we get out of here, when there is no floor, this one, it's bugging me because Fat Man Zoom is invested in this. He's got his position. It's hanging out. Green or red candle, he's going to be in this. Green or red or sideways. Just a bunch of dojis for the next month. He's still in it. You guys are in here just adding on, adding on, adding on, adding on, adding on. This thing has done nothing but gear up for the next red candle. Takes a breath, dives down a little bit. Catches its breath, a little bit more. You guys are asking, where's the floor? Where's the support? I have it charted out right here. That's the support. 0. I bet at that point your broker's going to close your position for you. Or we switch to the OTC market, and if you're allowed to, maybe it just rolls over. That's the floor. We have not made a higher low. We haven't bounced. We've done nothing but sell off, gap down, gap down a little more, and continue to sell off. Get to the bigger picture. Okay? When you jump into these smaller time frames, yeah, you're going to get confused. You can speculate higher low right here. Here's that exact trend. Sold off, pushed up, came back down, higher low. You could have speculated that, could have stopped out below that wick. You would have been all right on that one. But if I'm on this, I'm on the 15-minute time frame. My trade is about to be 15, 30, 45 minutes long. Not investing. If I'm investing, I'm on the higher time frame. Get your time frame straight. Because look at this. You guys might think, okay, nope, dip, 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 nope. You're adding on. Oh, green candle, here it comes. Nope. Scrunch that up, and all you see is just a bunch of red downtrend. You didn't buy the dip, you bought a downtrend. So, I'm going to end it here. Take from this. So what if that green candle shows up? It's not going vertical. It's going to pull back and make a higher low. That's it. And if it pushes up and makes that lower high, that's your speculation to get in short and ride it right back down. Trail it. Maybe you get lucky. Maybe the market melts off. People are emotional. That thing will sell off quick, and your puts will make more money than you ever had. That's the attraction to shorting everything, right? Because it sells off fast. Look at this. Fast. People are real quick to part ways, usually at the worst time. But if you happen to be short, that thing gaps down like that, your stop's in the green quick. So I'll end it here, guys. All links are in the description. Just hit the subscribe button. You'll see me live tomorrow, and let me know in the comments down below. Are you gonna start buying the dips the correct way, or are we gonna just keep doing this and then are you still gonna be a subscriber next year? Like, if you don't have an account, are you still gonna be subscribed? Hope you do. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow.